It is time for another episode of our podcast.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast. Oh my God.
We're doing a podcast.
We're diving in. Diving in. Fantastic. All right.
Diving in.
All right, folks. Welcome back. We are back into Halfcasters episode 3.
Woo!
Exciting things going on. Yeah.
I have the giggles.
Giggle away.
It's your fault for doing the diving in.
Diving in.
It's very cute.
Let's dive right into a recap.
Diving in.
After fending off an attack from a group of spider-like humanoids emerging from beneath the streets of the Ferntrap Market, our heroes immediately took off after another explosion in the heart of Maeve's home of Little Dultier. On their way, they were intercepted by Maeve's brothers, Dom and Reggie, who took them the rest of the way in the family automobile. The team met up with the rest of Maeve's family and devised a plan to push back the chitines, knowing that they would get little help, if any, from the city guard. Maeve, Banabin, and Kira were sent to Nordek's corner store with Reggie to take out any threats in the area. There they fought off waves of chitine as well as a massive spider, and it all went perfectly fine and nobody died. Don't even worry about it.
I died not once, but also twice.
I mean, technically, though, you didn't, because Banabin used Spare the Dying.
That's true. I did not die. I just passed out twice.
You didn't die, you were just dying.
Yeah.
It's the kind
More than once.
Maeve just had that one moment, you know, when you sneeze too hard and you kind of slightly lose consciousness.
Pass
You
out
think
a
that
little bit.
Twice.
You sit there and you're like, oh, am I dead? No, I'm not. I just sneezed too
Just
hard.
sneezed way too hard. Shook my brain around.
Yeah, you hear the heavenly music, the lights shining. It's like, wait a second.
Maeve is sneezing, you know, going towards the light, and then Banabin's hopping all over the place on the battlefield, just hopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopping and popping.
And, you know...
I knew you were going to say hopping and popping.
Leave me alone. You don't know
I
me.
knew it. I said it along with you in my head. I was
Hopping
like,
and
hopping and popping.
Cool. Yeah, so everything went fine. They fought them. Cool. The team then enjoyed a sandwich in Nord's shop before meeting everyone at the epicenter of the Little Dultier explosion. Dom explained to them that the explosion came from the sewers below, which was where the chitines emerged from. He then began forming an immediate plan to enter the sewers and fight the rest of them wherever they are. But his brother Harry stopped him and pointed out that everyone was too injured to fight anymore, pointing out all the wounds on all the people that are totally fine, probably just bleeding.
Bleeding out, going towards the light.
Just bleeding, hopefully. The family decided to head back to their apartment to patch up their wounds, planning to take the plunge in the morning when they were at full strength. After an evening of stew and ale, the party went to bed, welcoming a good night's rest after a stressful day. And that's where we are now. So we're all in our rooms. I think we decided that everyone got their own individual rooms that night in the various guest rooms in the lavish apartment of the Ashhelms. You guys wake up to the sound of rain outside, get that whiff of air of that morning rain scent. Yes, nice and comfy. Nothing bad's going to happen today ever. And as you guys awake, you also hear that there's already talking going on outside. You hear the brothers chatting it up. You hear the clinking of silverware and plates as everyone's getting down to breakfast and chatting. What are you guys up to this morning as you wake up?
Kira is somberly looking out the window, watching the rain drip down the window pane, imagining her life as a movie, and just kind of like taking in on all the somber vibes, and is kind of just like, another day.
Hilary Duff is playing in the background.
Hilary Duff is playing in her brain.
Yeah, I mean, only yesterday did you learn that your boyfriend of a very long time was actually 3 goblins in a trench coat, so you're probably still dealing with that.
Yeah, very long time, a month. A very long time. The
boyfriend.
longest relationship I've ever had.
Of course.
But also Kira is probably like, I don't know where the people are talking. You said there are like people chatting and talking about things, the brothers.
Yeah, like out in the dining room, so down the hall from you.
Okay. Would I be able to hear it from my bedroom?
You can certainly try if you want to make a perception check for me.
Ooh, that's an 18 already, but let me see what my perception
Ooh.
is. A +1, a 19. I got
Nice.
those cat ears.
Not too shabby. You basically hear the plan for the day is kind of being discussed. You hear Dom leading the conversation for the most part, and just kind of discussing what everyone's going to be doing that day, who's going down to the sewers, et cetera, et cetera. How long do you want to listen for?
I just want to listen so I know what's going on, but I don't want them to know that I'm knowing what's going on, so I'm just kind of like keeping to myself.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, have you there for a moment, knowing that you're hearing everything that's happening outside of your room, from inside. Got your ear right up to the crack in the door.
Oh, no, I'm still at the window.
Oh,
I'm still at
excuse
the
me.
window, still having my little moment.
Having your moment, but
It's like my
also
coffee, but like my emo moment in the morning.
your morning emo.
Don't talk to me until I've had my emo moment.
Banabin, what are you up to this morning?
Banabin is continuing to work on her secret project trademark.
Which I know what it is.
Yes.
Wink, wink, wonk.
Wink wonk.
But I don't.
Sucker.
She's probably
So
putting the
rude.
final touches
Mhm.
on it, so could potentially be unveiled today. But it's just a lot of imagine the sound of. So, if you've seen Beauty and the Beast, Belle's father,
Tinkering.
all of his tinkering,
Yeah.
how
He be tinkering.
crazy it sounds. That's what sounds like is coming from that room. You hear
Yeah,
like
just clanging and banging and
probably
hammer
hear
sounds
the
and drills.
stereotypical like cat like habit, and you're like, how did she get a cat in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. And I also like to imagine that you only slept because your body shut down on you at some points, and then immediately woke up at your desk already, and then
Oh, yeah.
had the finishing touches.
Tools in hand, and now just
Right back
sporting
to
an extra just massive smudge of oil just on the top of her head. She doesn't know, but
yeah.
just across your forehead from wiping the sweat. I love that.
Perfect. Cool. So yeah, you're finishing that up. You start hearing the noises outside. You do smell on the air eggs and bacon and breakfast being cooked up and getting ready to be served as well.
Banabin's stomach grumbles like a little bit, but she's just too focused on task at hand.
She's
just
hyper
like,
fixated.
I'm just gonna finish this and then I'll go get something. Maybe.
Got it.
Who needs food?
Perfect.
Who needs food when they got tinkers? To be
Okay.
tunk.
So yeah, Maeve, you wake up to all this as well. The sound of the rain, sound of your brothers already up and
Yeah.
chatting.
Knowing Maeve, she's probably been up for a little while.
Sure.
Just kind of like getting dressed and things in her room. And potentially even like going downstairs to help her mom with breakfast. Just because that's what you do when you're the only girl child, is you help your mom all the time. And so, yeah, she's probably been up, like taking a shower, gotten dressed. It's probably like 7, 8 in the morning, and she's like been up since 4, like putzing around the house and doing her own thing. So
Yeah.
she's I would say in the kitchen, probably prepping breakfast.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you head on out. Yeah, your mother and you basically are the only two in the kitchen right now. The brothers are all out chatting. You overhear the entire conversation as they're talking, but basically the plan that Dom has come up with for the day is that him and Reggie are going to be investigating the sewers and sort of scouting it out, seeing what's down there, while the rest of the brothers are patrolling the streets, making sure that there's no more kiting getting out. He also has been talking to the people that did shifts overnight of watching the hole to the sewers, making sure that nothing else emerges during the day or overnight. So so he's chatting about that. He set up that Harry will be in charge. The third eldest will be in charge while Dom and Reggie are gone. And
I'm fully not part of the plan.
they even like have
Very
already
cool.
started discussing the patrol schedule, and you haven't been listed in any of it
Yep.
really.
I'm just angrily like washing a potato and just scrubbing the shit out of it, just super mad, like,
Oh yeah.
but stewing, like not saying anything about it. And probably mom notices that I'm like angrily doing stuff and huffing and puffing around the kitchen, but she's used to it as well, so she's probably not gonna say anything either.
Yeah, she does. Actually, go ahead and make an insight check for me. Do our first roll of the session.
Let's do that.
Actually, my roll was the first roll in the session.
Dang
Haha.
A high perception. I'm sorry, I forgot.
15.
15. Lovely. Yeah, you.
Your roll was better.
Yeah, you definitely see notice your mom notice you noticing.
We're just noticing each other. Bombastic side eye.
But you know that she's usually pretty quiet on these matters, so you don't expect anything to come of it.
Yeah, she's gonna take his side.
But she's clocking it, and the way that she kind of supports you is by giving you more things to do to keep your mind off of it. So she's given you some more.
Chop this onion.
Yeah.
Wash more potatoes.
Yeah. Here, chop this onion.
Clean
throw it
the
in the pan for
dishes.
me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Moving through the list. Cool. So Kira, you have also heard the entire plan already. You and Banabin weren't in the plan either as of now. As your names weren't even mentioned quite yet. But yeah. So Banabin and Kira, when are you kind of wrapping things up and heading out?
Oh, I'm not. Like,
You're
I'm
gonna stay
like,
in there.
I'm gonna stay in there, but like I'm gonna like start inching out of the door, but like not go into like the kitchen or living room area because like I don't want people to think that I want breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just be like somberly standing by like to the side, like against the wall, just being like so chill.
Perfect.
And
So-
it smells so good. Too.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
my you can hear my belly grumbling
Yeah.
from like the next room, but I'm just like it's fine.
I'm
Everything's
picturing
great.
like
Everything's
home fried
fine.
potatoes and big like breakfast sausages and all this
yeah.
kind of like big fried eggs and
yeah,
just
you and Ma have
comfy breakfast food.
Yeah, you and Ma have gone full out
Fresh loaf of bread.
because you know today's going to be a big day of a lot of work going on. So it's
Yeah.
like got to get that first meal of the day in.
But like this is definitely like a staple breakfast for Ma. Like I'm
Sure.
assuming that this is something that the Ashhelms eat like 4 or 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems like a big to do, but like she's a mom of 8 boys, so she's babying them like crazy and making their breakfast and washing their laundry and doing all this like typical Italian mom stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Yeah, and then in Banabin, you're finishing up your stuff.
Yeah, Banabin will, she kind of will pop out. There's like a massive kind of explosion where the door kind of just like does that little arc and there's just like smoke coming out. And she just kind of flings open the door and then shuts it behind it, like, and puts her back to it, kind of like, did anyone see that?
And you look and you see Dom was walking towards your room and he's just stopped. It's like, good morning. Everything all right?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. Hey, I was coming to find you. Have you seen Kira yet?
Kira shuffles over silently, but like acts like I had been there the whole time.
Oh, yeah. You were in the room behind him now, and you just come up behind him.
I'm just like, hello.
Oh,
What's up?
God.
She's been
hi.
there the whole time.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, okay. Hey, guys. Thanks for your help yesterday. I was coming to chat with you. I don't know. You guys are pretty capable. I saw from yesterday.
More than capable than Reggie. I say that under my breath.
All right, rolling a perception check. Cool. So I don't know if you guys sell out your services, but we'd be interested in hiring you today if you wanted. You'd be joining me and Reggie heading into the sewers. We'd give you 50 gold pieces apiece for the day if you guys would like.
I mean, is Maeve gonna be there?
We'll see. I think I'd rather have her stay home and watch Ma in the home.
Vanderbilt just kind of sits there
Yeah.
with her like fully like oiled up arms. Just she kind of crosses them and just kind of is thumping her foot and goes, "Look, bless y'all's hearts, but y'all don't know how to take care of that sweet little girl."
If Maeve's not coming, we're not coming. And can I roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, go to do an intimidation check. Go ahead and make it with advantage because Banabin was helping out with that.
I rolled a 3 and a 2. But with intimidation, that is an 8.
Great, fantastic.
That's about on brand.
Yeah, he's like, all right, listen, I know you guys, I guess have gotten close, but we've known her for a lot longer. I know kind of how to take care of her. But
I mean, you haven't updated any of her armor.
that's her thing. She does that on her own.
No, you said you know how to take care of her.
I mean, I know how to.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Fine, you know what? Whatever.
You know, Dom darling, it's going to be a whole lot easier for you if you just learn. Just say yes, dear.
All right, I won't say dear, but I'll say sure. We can go.
Sure,
We can go
works.
along with this.
We'll work with that because I
But-
can see that you kind of want to get a nice little lady or something like that.
But if she gets hurt, I'm blaming you two.
Oh, you
Okay.
can blame us all you want.
All right, then I will.
Kira's
you'll-
casually not going to mention the 2 times that Maeve got knocked out the last battle. And it's like, yeah, sure, yeah, we'll protect her. Yeah.
Especially with the thing that I just finished.
Sure. All right. Cool. Well, I'm very excited.
Banabin just flings the door open.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's go see what you got cooking back there. And he follows behind you. Yeah.
I'm going to go find Maeve while that's happening.
All right. Cool. So you head on over to Maeve. Banavin, you and Dom go to check out the thing. Dom's interested because he's like, what kind of gear are we going to be bringing with us?
And so he walks in with Banavin, and Banavin's just super excited about it. Because right before what the explosion was that no one really knew is Banabin used one of her actions to touch this metal monstrosity that's just in her room to infuse it with an artificer infusion
Nice.
The first one.
of a homunculus servant.
Ooh.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Basically, it's just a little guy. Somehow this monstrosity it's just kind of a big mound at the moment. And as soon as Banabin walks in, this clunk of metal and everything just morphs itself into the shape of a Shiba Inu dog
Cute.
with the full-on Doge face and
Yeah.
everything,
Little curl tail.
and is taller than Banabin, but is
Taller than Banabin?
It's about as taller than Banabin when it's standing on all fours. And she just goes, "Look!"
I love it. Perfect. Yeah. You point this out. It's like, oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. I see that's what we're working with. You seem pretty handy with what you're working on.
Yeah. He's
tinkering and
absolutely
such.
adorable. I'm calling him a Doge.
Delightful.
Good.
No.
Yep.
And you want to know the best
Doge?
thing?
Uh-huh.
So Maeve and I are about the same height. So we're also about kind of the same stature as well. So watch this. She climbs up on it.
How big is this dog?
And
I thought you were like 4 feet.
no,
Well,
I'm a little taller than you, I think. Probably like 4.
I'm like
four.
you guys are much taller than I am because she's barely hitting like 2, 3 feet.
I do got to pop in real quick. I think that the homunculus is tiny sized. So like yay big.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's just a little guy.
Tiny is like a cat or a rat or
Oh.
little guys.
Puppy?
Puppy.
It could be a puppy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a tiny little guy. So you want to be able to ride it, unfortunately.
Dang.
I know what you're thinking of, and this is a different thing than what you're thinking of.
Gotcha.
This is a different little guy.
Well, this is still Doge. It's her first attempt at the thing. So, but the dog will just yips and yaps and
Yeah.
does all this sort of stuff, and she's like, "It's just so cute." And I have something else I'm working on. This is just the first prototype
Lovely.
of it, so hopefully she kind of looks around at the mess that the room is just in and just like rubs her face, not knowing she has oil and stuff on her. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad as this one was, because now I kind of know what I'm doing. But y'all seem to, I mean, you said you were perfectly capable of handling everything, so I bet this will be easy for you. And she just kind of walks out and goes, "Come along, Doge. I gotta show you to Maeve."
Come along, Doge.
Yeah, you see Dom is just like looking at the mess, and he's like, okay, whatever. And he falls behind you. These are rich people. They'll get someone to come clean it. Cool. So, yeah, you guys head on out. So while this conversation is happening, we have our Doge prototype. The two of you guys, Maeve and Kira. Kira, you head on into the kitchen. You guys are just finishing up breakfast, just starting to plate things to bring them out. Or is this more of a large pot of things and everyone serves themselves?
I would think at this point it's
Buffet
probably
style.
like a buffet style breakfast. Like everybody knows it's ready. There's plates at the end of the counter. Grab a plate.
Perfect.
Pick your food.
Yeah, everyone's already like invading the kitchen, grabbing things.
Yeah.
You've stepped aside, probably grabbed a
Like
plate
the
for yourself already.
Ashholmes definitely have like a formal dining room, but they probably haven't used it since Dad Ashholmes died. So
Right.
it's like everybody grabs their plates and like sits in the living room and is more casual about things now.
Yeah, perfect. So everyone's grabbing plates. Kira, you see Maeve off to the side.
Oh, I'm definitely off to the side. And if I see like a bunch of people in the kitchen, I'm definitely like just kind of on the outskirts, making my presence known because I want someone to notice me, but also I'm not going to be the first person to say anything. So I'm kind of like trying to like obscure myself so it doesn't look like I want anything, but also like, please notice me, please. Please. I want breakfast. I want breakfast potatoes so bad.
Can I roll for insight to see if I notice?
Yeah, I
it
think
be
you
insight?
definitely see her, but if you want to roll insight.
Yeah, I want to know if she's
You
waiting
know
for
what's
me
up.
to offer food before she grabs some. Is kind of my thought.
Sure. Yeah, go
It's
ahead
like,
and roll,
hey, do
roll
I
an insight.
offer? Yeah, that's a 13.
13. If you're trying to hide your intentions, you can. Otherwise, you
I
can
want to
just go-
fail.
Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead and so what specifically like you're seeing her.
Yeah, I'm
over
probably
there
like
waiting
sitting.
for someone.
I'm probably still in the kitchen, like sitting at a counter seat, like a stool at the counter, and I turn and I see you come in. I go, "Hey, you hungry?
I mean, I could eat, I guess.
There's plates over there. Just grab whatever you want.
Okay,
It's for everybody."
Thanks. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I like scurry off.
I'm just digging in. I'm like, I think Maeve is probably still pretty upset from like hearing plans without her and being little sistered, right? Like, oh, she can't come with us and be cool and tough and fun because she's a girl. So we're gonna make her stay home with mom while we go on an adventure. So she's too in her own shit to like be in anybody else's shit, I guess.
Perfect. Sounds good. So Dom's going to be heading over to you, but I think Banabin is so excited to show off your new thing, you probably get to Maeve first.
I do.
So yeah, Maeve, you see Banabin approaching with this little like dog thing, metallic creation approaching you.
At first, I probably like rub my eyes, and then I take a sip of my coffee, and I'm like, "What is that?"
It's Doge. We convinced Dom that we could go out, the three of us, and if anything happens to you, and Banabin does not know volume levels.
Yep.
So she's saying this at her normal voice, what she thinks is a whisper, but is actually probably like a yell.
Shout.
So it's probably everyone is hearing it. And she's like, we convinced Dom that we can go out with you. But the thing is if anything happens to you, we're going to get murdered by him. But Doge
He can
here,
fucking try.
Doge here is a prototype of something else I'm working on that is going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be as explosive as it was when I was
Explosive?
making him. Don't worry about it. Dom said that he was going to clean it up.
He's approaching. He
I look
says,
at
I said
Dom,
no such thing.
And I'm like, you cleaning something up. Yeah, okay. I know you didn't say that.
I mean, he said some of those words. The intent was there. I know what he was thinking. He's trying to impress a girl.
You know, whatever I have to say to get out of this conversation, I will say.
That's a big audible chortle from Maeve as she probably finishes up her coffee. And she's like, okay, so what's happening? Nice to meet you, Doge. And she pats the dog on the head.
Dog
It's like-
immediately is yipping and licking at me.
Love it.
When Doge walks, does he like clink and clank like all over the place?
Yeah.
So he's
Ding,
always
ding, ding,
clinking.
ding, 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 ding.
He sounds like a little bell.
I love it.
Oh, so cute.
Just dink donking on the floor. So I'm, and Maeve looks at Dom and she's like, so what's the plan?
All right, listen. We would love if you would come join us for the sewer patrol. Banabin and Kira have agreed to come with. We'd love for you to come with us.
And we promise you're not going to get murdered, because I don't want to get murdered till I finish Doge 2.0. And I've already started work on Doge 2.0.
And no promises on being unconscious.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, Maeve, and make an insight check for me.
I'm trying to figure out which dice I want to use. Is this spicy or am I trying to pass? That one.
That one? Fantastic. Cool.
So spicy.
Yeah, and it's weird that Dom's inviting you on a thing.
Extremely weird.
But it's nice to be wanted, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
She's seeing no suspicious intent from this.
Yep. So you guys are finishing your breakfast up, and Harry comes around to you guys, and he sits down real quick, and he's like, hey, I'm just running around with everyone grabbing inventory. Do you guys have any of those potions of healing left that I gave you guys?
No.
Nope.
No? You used them all?
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, you only gave us one.
You know what?
each.
And to be fair, most of the other people used theirs as well. So I just wasn't expecting.
Yeah, stop
everyone
trying to
have
make
it.
me feel bad, Harry. Please.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. My bad. My apologies. Okay. Well, anyway, that's good to know. We're deciding now how we're going to split up the remaining potions. So I'll let you guys know how many we're giving your group in a little bit. And then he heads back out. Cool. So you guys have a minute here left. Was there anything else anyone wanted to do before you head out?
Yes.
Yes.
Banabin goes up to Maeve and is like, so Maeve, as we're about to go and do some fun daring do's, I might need to borrow some of your family's jams.
Jams? Like a
Jam.
jelly jam?
Yeah. Pump up the jam. Pump
Nah,
it up.
more like I need at least like one pearl.
Okay.
That-
Do you know what you need? Because I'm sure I could find it for you.
Yeah. I believe I mostly just need that pearl. I mean, unless y'all don't want to know what something is, which is totally fine if y'all don't want to know what it is and we just kind of take it. We can do that.
Kira is so confused and
No,
still
I-
thinks that you're talking about like a jam that is made of pearls that you just spread on some toast.
Delicious. Pearl jam. Like the band. Yeah. Darren, can I do a check to see where I can find some pearls in my own house?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure there's somebody's wearing jewelry.
Yeah, you can
There's
make.
necklaces and things around.
Yeah, you can just make a history check for me real quick.
I got a nat 2.
Perfect. Sounds good.
+2. So
she
a 4.
definitely
So
passed.
you don't know anything off the top of your head, but you would know that the person in charge of the jewelry
is Ma.
is Ma, because she's really the only one that wears it, except for when you occasionally.
Is she
wear
still
some jewelry.
around? Like, is she in the kitchen, in the living room? Is she listening to her stories on the
Oh
radio?
yeah, she
Where's Ma?
she finished breakfast and she's doing dishes and cleaning up the kitchen currently.
Are we still in the kitchen?
You guys would have been out like at a side living room.
I
or...
shout from where I'm at, and I go, Ma! Ma! And I just keep yelling until she comes in.
She comes around the corner. She's like, "Stop shouting! Stop shouting! What? What do you want?"
Ma, you got any like old pearl necklaces, bracelets, anything like that you don't wear anymore?
Yeah. I mean, pearls are kind of out of fashion at the moment. I got a box full of jewelry. I could bring it out real
Yeah,
quick.
can I have it?
Sure. Yeah, she brings you just a box of jewelry and
Old jewels.
like opens it up and looks through, and there's like a broken pearl necklace where like the pearls have come off the string, the pearl beads, and they're just kind of at the bottom. And she like grabs one of them and is like, "Is this what you need?"
Yeah. Yep. Can I have 2 of those?
2? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. I got this big one here that was like the centerpiece of the necklace, and then I can give you the smaller one as well if you need it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
just a handful of
Yeah,
pearls?
I just grab a handful of like various different sized pearls, and I plop them in Vanderman's hands. Here you go.
Her little paws.
Yeah, little tiny paws, paw pads up.
Thank you. We'll be able to make sure that we don't bring anything back that isn't worth it.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, honey.
Of course, Mrs. Maeve.
This is Maeve.
Oh, you're darling.
That's so cute.
Yeah, of course. Take whatever you need. And she heads back on out. Yeah, the biggest pearl in there is going to be close to about what you need. I believe what you're looking for is like 100 gold piece worth pearl. So that's going to be that largest one. The other ones aren't going to really do what you need, but, you know, they're valuable pearls, I guess. So keep them if you want.
You
or
can
turn
sell
back.
them to get a big one.
Cool. All right. Cool. So you got that. Anything else we want to do before we head out?
No.
No? All good? All right.
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
So,
I don't need anything in this house.
cool. All right. So the plan's kind of shared. Dom's assured you guys that everything's good to go. After breakfast, the 5 of you guys, so Dom, Reggie, and the 3 of you, are all
Not
going
this
to
guy.
head on down to do the work. Reggie pats you on the back.
Reggie's
Kira.
the cool one.
Reggie's like, "Hey man, I can't wait to get back out on the streets with you again." Reggie
I
notices
take a
nothing.
step away.
Well, an insight for Reggie -2 is a 5. Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, cool man. I can't wait."
Reggie's too stoned to notice that anybody's being mean to him. He's just chilling.
Cool. So you guys finish up breakfast. Plans are in place. Everyone's going to head out. Dom gives a final reminder to everyone. He says, those of you going on patrol in the streets, make sure you're seen. Make sure to talk with locals. Make sure that they all know who's protecting them today. We're going to circle back to this on a future day when everything's finished up. We'll make sure that everyone knows who saved the city. But that's something to figure out later. All right.
Maeve does the largest eye roll of all time. Like, to the point where if you were close enough to her, you could hear it. Just eyes in the back of her head rolling around.
Harry's coming around with healing potions. He comes over to you guys and he's like, "Hey, look, we're only able to get 3, so we can give that to you guys for the full team of 5 of you. If you want to discuss with Dom who's getting what, I'll just hand it to you, Maeve, and then you can decide what you want to do."
Thank you so much, Harry.
Of course.
Thank you for trusting me with this. And I
Anytime.
immediately put all 3 in my backpack. And I'm not going to tell Dom about them.
Perfect. Harry pretends he didn't notice
Yep.
and he walks away.
As he should.
As he should. Cool. All right. Great. So you guys head on out. Dom is following behind you. You head on down to the outside of the apartment complex. It's still raining, so you get in the bitter patter of rain, and you know it's a few minute walk away. So you get a nice little brisk walk in the rain.
Nice and cool.
Yes.
The oil and dirt from Banabin
Just-
finally just is like starting to slough off.
Dripping off into
'Cause-
the street.
She even while she was eating breakfast, she did not wash her hands.
Yeah.
Oh no, not eggs with some oil on top.
Yummy.
Because she is not
And soot.
she does not
Oil and
understand nor
soot.
does she comprehend. So she's just like looking and she's like, oh.
Cool. Yeah. And you guys head on out to that epicenter. Dom kind of lets you guys know the specifics of the plan. He's like, hey, we're going to be the recon team here. We're just going in. We're going to see what's up. If it's too much for us to handle, we'll leave, grab the rest of the team. He holds out a stone that you recognize as one of the sending stones that they've been using. And he's like, well, we can call for backup through that. But we need people out on the streets as well, keeping an eye. So, yeah,
Question.
Team Recon. What's that?
Are there any kind of like loose stones?
Rocks and such?
Yeah, rocks and such.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Banabin is just kind of grabbing, specifically grabs 3 stones.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds good. I don't know what it's for, but I'm excited to find out.
Banabin just loves stones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She just loves rocks.
She's collecting cool rocks off the ground.
and while they're walking, she's like, "Now, is it dark down there, or do we like not know that?"
Yeah, I think, yeah, Dom is like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's dark down there. They're not going to have, like, lanterns or lights on all the time.
Great. And not really even paying attention to the rest of it. She whips out her big old carrot tool kit while she's walking and like pulls out one of the like cool rocks and is just like smashing her tools on it. And all of a sudden the stone begins to shed a bright light
Nice.
and she just kind of shoves it back in her pocket.
So your
She
pocket's
goes-
just glowing.
Yeah, my pocket's just like
Her
emitting.
ass is shining.
It's emitting this like light that is almost as bright, a little bit too bright. You can see that it's bright enough that it can visibly illuminate a 5-foot radius.
Yeah. Just around you.
Around me.
Cool. Love it. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, you got that glowing.
Before we head into the hole, we're in like the epicenter of the city, right?
No, it's close to the center of Little Dultier, but that's to the to like the east of the main
But
city.
Dultier is like the
It's, like, attached
city
to the main
of
city.
like the dwarves or the dwarger, right?
Yeah, dwarves
Okay.
and Dwarger. Yeah.
Kira wants to check out the shop that she was so concerned about, which is the whole reason why she even came on this journey.
Yeah.
She needs to make sure that her chains for
The belt man
her
is
belt,
fine.
Yeah, she needs to make sure that the belt man is safe. Otherwise,
It's over.
it's over for these monsters.
Perfect. Do you want to just walk off, or are you going to explain this to anyone that's heading over the sewers?
How far off am I from the shop?
It's like a 5-minute walk, so you'd be gone for about 10 minutes.
Okay, I will let the trio know.
Okay,
The
gotcha.
trio, including me.
Gotcha. Cool. So Dom and Reggie are walking ahead, and you just
Oh,
let the two of
I'm
them know?
definitely not telling Reggie. Reggie is out of the loop. Reggie is gonna wait there for 10 minutes and be like, "Where is everyone?"
Perfect. Sounds good.
I'll let Dom know, but like in
He's
in
the
a
worst
way-
one.
no, like in a way. Okay, so I think I'll let him know in like passing, like as we're leaving, as we're running off, be like, "Hey, we'll be back in like 10." Brr, run.
Yep.
Gotcha.
No chance
He
for
shouts
any
out to you.
retaliating.
He's like, all right, be back soon. We're not going to wait for you, all right? And then I guess he keeps walking.
I mean, he's definitely gonna wait for us.
Is anyone going with Kira, or
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
let her? The
Yep.
three of you? All right, gotcha.
We're kind of ride or die at this point.
Gotcha. Cool.
Kira has now seen. She saw Doge 1.0.
I saw the tinkering. You can't go back from that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds
But I think I'll like approach Maeve and Banabin like, hey, so like I gotta like check out something like super quick, like it's not a big deal or anything, but like if you guys want to like tag along, that'd be like kind of cool. But like if not, that's like totally fine. That's fine. Yeah, like
Can I
yeah.
roll an insight on that?
Yeah, go for it.
And I'm like already walking.
Yeah.
Banabin
I got an
not,
at 2 anyway, so yeah, well, I'm coming with you.
Banabin has not really looked up from tinkering with like trying to figure out what she's wanting the second rock to do. So she's just kind of like is following Kira's tail.
Perfect. Sounds good. Cool. Yeah.
We got our priorities. You know, saving the city can come second. Fashion is first.
Fashion is first.
Love it.
I love that.
All right. So, you guys head out. Walk about 5 minutes. You've noticed that there's not that many people out and about at the moment. Less than you'd expect, and you can assume that people are probably hunkering down or just like who knows when the next thing's gonna happen. There's kind of a quiet over the city at the moment. But yeah, you get up to this little shop that you know well.
Is it intact?
You see that the front window is broken, but you see the shop owner is outside, and he's boarding up the windows currently with wooden planks. But yeah, you see that. So you see that he's alive. You recognize him. But you see that the window of the shop is broken. You don't know the extent of any more damage than that currently.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go up to him and be like, Mr. Topic, I'm so glad that you made it. Oh my gosh, but like it's cool that you made it and everything. Like, but okay, I'll see you later. Okay, bye. And then I run off.
He like looks dazed and confused for a second, but yeah.
But he knows me because I'm one of his number one.
Yeah.
I'm the only person who buys the chains. Like, I think he like makes the chains off of like loose material that is like scraps from other projects, and he thinks that like no one's gonna buy it, whatever. And here I come. I'm like, take my money right now.
Yeah, so you'd say this, and then you turn around and start running. He's like, oh hi, Kira. Oh, bye, Kira. Okay.
And she's running, Naruto running back to us.
I'll see you later. We're good. And and he continues burning up the window.
Great.
Cool.
Okay, we're back to the hole.
Was that all
Sounds
you
good.
needed to do?
Yeah, it was just like
So
he's
for you
important
guys,
to me.
you were a little behind her because she was going fast.
Yeah.
And she just turns around and comes back towards you guys, and you now have to turn around.
Do I
if you're
recognize
walking.
Mr. Topic?
Yeah, Harbeck.
Mr. Top.
Harbeck
Topic.
is what we decided. Yeah, he's like an older dwarven guy. He makes like metal, like usually clasps and stuff like that go on clothing. So most people don't need to go to him directly, but a lot of the clothing brands in the area buy from him.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
That makes sense.
But Kira goes there all the time because the little metal knickknacks and doodads go perfectly on any goth or scene queen outfit. So
Obviously.
exactly. You know most people in the area, especially the people that run businesses.
Maeve digs that you went to go check on him, but she's not going to say anything. She's just like, cool. Rad.
Cool. All right. So you guys
Back to the hole.
head on back. You see Dom is like tapping his foot and looking at his pocket watch. He looks up and he's like, what the fuck took you guys so long?
Mind your
What were you
Don't
even
worry
doing?"
about it.
Mind your business.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
Let's go.
You guys.
Just whole ass, I say as I push past him.
Before we head into the sewers, I just wanted to check in with Kira. You have 2 infusions you can do
Kira?
each day. Not Kira.
Nope.
Banabin. Excuse me. Banabin. You have 2 artificer infusions you can do each day. What was the
He
second
doesn't
one
even
you
know our
wanted to do?
names.
That is a very good question.
Because it activates when you finish a long rest, so you would have had to choose it in the morning when you guys you were doing stuff in the morning.
I'm glad I'm not playing an artificer. It sounds so hard and so
Dude.
complicated. Darren was talking earlier, explaining all the infusion and
So many
tinkering
words.
stuff, and I was like, "That's a lot of words."
Too bad I'm not
I'm
reading
reading
them. Yeah. You and I are definitely what I would like to call a D&D bimbo, which
Yeah.
is we like to play easy ass martial classes What do you do on your turn? I hit him with my weapon.
I do a little pose. I hit him, and I go,
Yeah.
I think the second one that Banabin decides to do.
oh no, I hear goofs. The goofs are coming.
She has decided to go up to Maeve in full line of Dom, who is like, I know what's best for I know what's best for my sister. And just kind of sneakily at some time in the middle of the night during all of the explosions of making Doge 1.0, Banabin snuck out to grab Maeve's chest piece of armor and brought it into her room. And she used the second infusion is enhanced defense.
Ooh, for me?
Perfect. Cool. What does the enhanced defense do?
A creature gains a +1 bonus to armor class while wearing or wielding the infused item.
Cool. So do you want to do it on her? And you want to do it on her armor? It's basically choose her armor or her shield. That sounds like we want to do it. I mean, the armor is what you've been working on. So
Yeah.
Well, essentially, you've been working on it to get it this +1 bonus, which I love.
Yes. So she just kind of looks at Dom while she tightens the last one with her tools, and just doesn't even say anything, just kind of looks at him and just eek.
Perfect. Love it. Cool. So yeah, now you're even more armored. My God. What would that put your AC at?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Don't worry about it.
I'm never gonna be able to hit you anymore. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Cool. All right, so we got that. You guys finish up, and you head on into the sewers. So first of all, it's rainy. It's musky. There's the stench immediately hits you. This musky heat that's emanating from the sewer. You know that sort of heat that just
How
comes
dare you
from
do
gross
this to me?
garbage, making your eyes water. The sewers themselves, the way that they're kind of built, is they've got this almost river through the middle, and then a walkway on each side.
Standard sewer procedure.
Exactly. Tunnel's about 15 feet wide, where it's got a 5-foot river, and then 5 foot on each side are these two walkways. And the sewage in the middle is about knee height. If you ever stepped in it, which you guys are being very careful not to, I'd assume.
I'm literally walking as close to the wall as humanly possible. Ew.
So-
I'm trying to push Reggie into the water.
Leave my brother alone.
But sneakily. So I accidentally bump into him and push him in. But not really, but I'm aiming for it, that if an opportunity
He
hits.
is so sturdy.
Reggie turns around to you immediately as soon as you do that, and he says, "Don't joke about that." And he stares at you and points at you, and then he's like, "All right, let's keep going." He turns
Jeez,
back
I
around.
wasn't even gonna do anything.
This is the one thing that Reggie will not fuck around about.
It's because he's so tiny that he'll literally sink to the bottom of the water. I bet this man can't swim.
This is
If
the
you want to
new
make an
lore.
insight check
Dwarves
about it,
can't
feel
swim.
free. Feel free to make an insight check if you want about why he's getting so defensive.
That is a 18
Oh, nice. Not bad at all.
with my -1 insight. Tell me his secrets.
There is something deep in his past, some incident that happened that caused him to
He definitely can't swim.
fear this. Maeve, actually, you would know the specific incident of when one of the younger brothers of Reggie, a few of them might have teamed up to push him into a river, and he immediately sunk like a stone and had to be rescued.
Yep.
It's a very dark time of his past.
He's traumatized.
He does not like water.
If you push
This man
him in,
can't
I'm
win.
pushing you in.
This man can't win.
He's my favorite older brother out of all 8 of them.
Cool. All right. So you guys get down here. Dom's like, all right, well, try to track them, figure out exactly where they went. And he's like, does anyone have like a tracking background? Have anything they can use for that? And for you guys, this will end up being a survival check. So if there's anyone that thinks that they'd be good at it, they can take the lead.
Crickets. Cricket.
What's everybody's survival?
-1.
+3.
You.
Ooh.
That's all you, baby.
Oh no.
Yep.
Plus you.
Sorry. I was going to volunteer to be like, haha, older brother, you don't know everything about me, but mine is not as good as yours.
What is yours?
+1.
Oh, okay.
Mine's +3, and you're talking to the one who always has bad rolls.
The world's worst rolls, but I believe in you.
You got some new dice though.
Yeah.
I do. I will actually.
They're very nice.
I
by
am
the
going
way.
to attempt
Audience.
to
Matte
use
black.
actual physical dice
With
as
shiny
opposed to
black
letting
font.
21.
Wow.
21. Can you do something
Very,
for
very,
me?
very good. You guys get down there and you immediately start picking up on the tracks. You have to go a little ways in because right at the entrance, a lot of that's been washed away by rain. But you get in a little further and you see the sewers don't get a lot of attention or use. So there's kind of this like layer of almost I was going to say
Slime.
dust, but we're going to go with more like slime, mud sort of stuff.
gonna
And you
start
see
crying in
like
real life.
little tracks in it of like little rat paws and little creatures that use these sewers to avoid the upper world. But you do see these larger like clawed feet of these chitines that you've been fighting. Chitines. So you
And I'll fight any teen. Not just the Kai ones.
so you guys
Maeve is looking at Kira right now.
And I'll fight every single teen that's ever existed.
So you guys are making your way down here. It's a good. You're going a good like half an hour. Like it seems like that they're where they came from is a good distance away, but it's all sort of part of these sewers that they've been using.
Is it super dark down here?
Yes.
Nice.
We have Bannerman up front. You've been using that rock.
I was going to say, Dwergar have 160 feet of dark vision, so
yeah. Actually,
we're golden.
who has dark vision in the group? We got
Everybody
Kira
but
and-
Banabin.
Everyone but Bannerman. Great.
So that's
cool.
why she's glowing.
So you're relying on this glowing light, but everyone else can see perfectly fine in the dark.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I don't see dark vision.
Nope.
So.
Maeve, maybe you should go in the front.
I mean,
Who's in the front? What
Dom's
is?
probably in the front because he's a bossy fuck.
Yeah, we can do the
Nah.
group order. Yeah, Dom's going to be right behind Banabin, keeping an eye on what she's doing, but letting her take the lead. Reggie likes to stick with him because he's like, yo, I'm his number 2. I got to stick with him. You guys would be behind in some order.
I'm in the back where the
Okay.
cool kids are.
I was going to say I would picture Banabin in the back, actually.
Well,
And-
Banabin's got to take the lead because she's doing the survival check and tracking.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
Got it.
So she is boring Dom and Reggie with stories about
Just gabbing.
the Fey Wild where she comes from and about, oh, this monkey, you ain't seen nothing until you've been through the hog muck. It just going off about all these different stories and stuff like that. 100% not paying attention to if they're paying attention or no, but just talking
Yeah.
while
Gift
doing
of gabbing.
it. Yeah.
Love
Perfect.
that.
The Southern Gab.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are chatting, moving down. And then Banabin, you'll see this first. There's like this T intersection in front of you. So the sewer goes ahead, and then it's a path that looks left and looks right. You guys are actually, oh yeah. What do Dwergers have? 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, something like that. Hold on.
I thought it was 160.
Who knows? I make numbers up. I'm lying for fun.
Yes, of course.
For the
Hold on.
lulz.
Dark vision, 120 feet,
Nice.
as if you were in bright light.
Perfect. So actually,
and darkness, as if you were in dim light. So we're still
gotcha.
Gucci.
And the light thing that you cast on the rock, what's the range on that?
It is bright light in a 5-foot radius, and then an additional 5-foot radius for dim light.
Perfect. So you're seeing basically right in front of you, and on the ground, right in front of you. So you guys turn a corner and see this. You don't see it yet, but Dom sees this T intersection, and he grabs your shoulder and stops you, and he pulls you back around the corner that you guys just crossed. He's like, "Turn out that light. There's some creatures up ahead."
And Bannerman goes, all right. She just picks the stone up and just chucks it. Backwards.
Got it. Just down the hall.
Just down the hall.
Dom's gonna say, "All right, wait here a second," and he's gonna peek around that corner and make a perception check. And with dark vision, you can only see in shades of gray. And whenever you make a perception check relying on dark vision, you got to make it at disadvantage because you're not quite seeing it at the full clarity. It's still quite dim. So he's gonna make a perception check real quick. All right, not too bad. Cool. So he's doesn't know exactly what they are, but he's like, there's some creatures up ahead. They're kind of smallish, roughly dog size. They seem to be doing something up there. It's like he turns to you guys and he's like, I mean, it's only like 3 of them. I think we could take them if you guys want to head on down.
Benjamin goes, I mean, she's fumbling in the dark. And she's like, I can finish that other rock I had, and I can just throw it at him.
Sure, if you'd like to.
Can Kira stealth while she's doing this?
Sure.
Like, kind of separate herself from this stuff that's about to happen.
Sure. Well, it's like this bend in the sewers, so you can head back away from where they all are, or you can go towards the T intersection. It sounds like you want to back away.
No, the other way. I want to.
You want to go towards it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. The bend that shows it, when you can start seeing them, it's about like 30 feet away.
I have dark vision 60 feet.
Yeah, perfect. So if you want to, we'll start with a stealth check for you to start approaching.
In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and magical tinker that second rock.
That's a 16.
16, very nice. You haven't, they haven't seen you yet, whatever these creatures are.
Kind of just want to hide in the shadows before Banabin starts throwing more rocks.
Perfect. You get
I'm not with them. I'm different.
you get a closer look at these things. Getting a little closer, we'll say that you want to separate yourself from the group. They're 30 feet away. I'd say you can
Could
go
I
10 feet.
investigate what they are and then come back and report what I see?
Sure, sounds good. Yeah, you rolled a stealth check for that, so you can get more within range. And as you get closer, you see that they're basically these large, massive rats. Again,
my enemies.
These massive rats. You see though, looking at them, they have patches of fur missing and just look gross and diseased.
Oh my god, they're hardcore.
Yeah. They look like they're messy rats. And there's 3 of them, and they're all huddled around something. And you hear noises of tearing and chewing and something up there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go back and let everyone know, and
Okay.
hopefully get back before Bannerman starts throwing more rocks.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, Dom hears you mention that. Rocks have not gone off yet. And he says, "Oh, okay, they're just rats. We can take them. Let's head on in."
I would like to emphasize the chewing and the squelching and chews that was occurring over there. Just want to let you know that there might be more things. There's not just rats because they're chewing on something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Reggie says, "Ew, gross." And then Dom is like, "Yeah, that's fine. We can take them."
I roll my eyes at Reggie and I go back to the back of the line.
All right, sounds good. Cool. So over to you guys. I'll sort of let you guys as a full group decide how you want to approach this.
I mean, in theory, we're fighting them, right? So we have to roll initiative.
Yeah, unless we want to do stealth in or we want to do any sort of thing.
I'll try to stealth, but I think everyone else is not.
We're not stealthy, yeah. So
Yeah.
you get to stealth, do your stealth attack, and then we roll initiative and join the fight.
I want to try to get a little surprise, a little cheeky surprise.
And this is only on one half of this T intersection, is that correct?
They're at the intersection.
Oh, like,
They're at the,
in
so
the
we
middle.
haven't gotten to the intersection yet.
Right. Yep. You've done like a bend in the sewer, and on the and as the bend shows the T intersection, 30 feet away, you saw these creatures at that T intersection.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stealth roll. Ooh, that's a 12.
Nice.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
And don't you have like a +6?
A +4.
Cool. So they're gonna roll for perception as well.
But they're squelching and chewing. Surely
Yeah.
that's a disadvantage.
They also just have a +0, so it
Oh.
could be good, could be bad. They rolled a nat 1, so they have no idea.
They munchin'.
So
They're
yeah,
too
you're
busy.
getting right up on them. You jumping in for an attack?
Yeah, of course.
Cool, sounds good. Go ahead and roll your first attack. You surprise them, so you can roll it with advantage.
I love to hear that. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, fantastic. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's gonna be a 10 because I'm not raging.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, you get your strike in. You clean chop off the head of the rat closest to you. The other two screech, and off in the down in the T intersection, you see two more rats coming out of the sewers, out of the darkness. And everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
I forgot about my -1 to initiative.
I got an 8.
I got a 9.
I don't get to be the first one.
I got an 11. Nope, an 8.
Cool. So, rats are gonna go first. Now, before they go, you did have your full turn movement action bonus action. So if you wanted to rage
I do.
at the end of your turn, you could do that. All right. I wanted to give you that option, considering you're about to get
ass
4
whooped.
rats attacking you.
4 diseased rats too.
All right.
You're gonna get
so,
rabies.
9 to hit for the first attack.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Excellent. We got a 16 to
It
hit.
doesn't.
That definitely hits.
It doesn't.
That one hits. So right, 16.
Yeah.
All right. An 8 to hit.
You can't be sarcastic with this. We need to know what hits
Yeah,
and what doesn't. Please.
No, that doesn't hit.
8 to hit, and then a 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so we're getting 2 attacks in. First attack, we got 3 damage, halved to 1 when it's halved, and then 6 damage, halved to 3. So a total of 4 damage as they just start biting you with their those front little rodent teeth.
I need healing. I need healing so bad.
And I also need 2 Constitution saving throws from you. Please.
What?
Yeah, you're getting poisoned by these
What?
diseased rats.
God.
Oh my god.
That's a dirty 20 on one, and that is a 11 on the second.
11, got it. Cool. So you succeed on both of those. You almost feel like this
Suspicious?
extra burning sensation on the edge of your through these bite marks as these what you can now see at face value are very diseased rats. Cool. So that's all 4 of them. They're all just frickin' surrounding you and biting you. We're gonna go with Dom next. Dom likes to keep a bit of a distance, so he's gonna keep that full 30-foot range there. And he pulls out a large, heavy crossbow, and he's gonna fire in at the rats here. He's gonna fire at the one closest to him. And he got a 7 to hit. Fantastic. Look at that. It's me rolling again, so your friends are not going to do very well.
I can't believe you're making my brothers uncool.
And then he's going to step back around the bend so that he's not seen, and he'll start reloading his crossbow for the next shot. Over to Maeve.
Oh my god. Already?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't ready. Okay, cool. How far am I?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Let's close that distance, I suppose.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna run on in, and I'm gonna hit a guy because
Perfect.
that's what I do best.
Sounds good. Run on in. Get that first strike on one of the 4 rats.
Oh, nice. A lot. 23 to
Perfect. That hits. Go ahead and roll your war damage.
hit. Math is so hard, man. Math is
23
so hard.
on a rat.
It's the way to do it. Oh, 4 damage.
4 damage.
4.
Got it. Not quite enough to hit. Sorry, not quite enough to kill it, but you get this nice strike in. Your mace hits it, and the flesh is a lot softer than you expected. And it almost absorbs the mace for a second as you pull it back out. And this rat is now like limping on the ground, twitching, and it turns around to try and bite you.
What I'm picturing, and this is such an off reference, and I'm so sorry, audience, but I've been playing a lot of Dead Island 2, and this is baseball bat to a shambler kind of smush, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Smush.
Yeah, like zombie rotting meat
Yeah.
sort of like.
Yep.
Squelch.
It just it depresses more than it should.
Yeah,
into the
normally it
skin.
makes a doink sound, but when you hit the shambler, it does not, and that's because it's mushy.
mushy. Gross.
I'm gonna
Mashed
cry.
potato rats.
All right, Maeve, is that your full turn
How
there?
dare you? Yes.
All right, we're over to Banabin next.
Okay.
Mashed potato rats.
With gravy.
You're so gross. I hate you.
I am also going to pull out. So I'm about 30 feet away.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pull out the fancy pistol.
Nice.
She's pulling out her Glock.
Again.
Get down.
Everybody
And
Kira is running out of the way.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I've got something to protect you if she shoots you on accident.
Oh my God.
Maeve just turns around and points the shield at her instead of the rats.
And Banabin is going to move to where she can see the rest of them, and she's going to point and shoot at the one that's on the ground.
Okay, sounds good. The one that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Because
then
I
hit.
feel like that one will be an easy one to go for because it can't move out of the way.
True.
We can certainly hope so. Let's see.
You got this. I believe in you. Nat 20.
Oh no.
7.
7? Fantastic.
7 to hit, baby.
Again, you only hit your allies if you roll in that one, so far so good.
Oh God.
You fire. The noise is so loud down here. You
Yeah,
hear
just the
immediately a
echo.
ringing in your ears. Everyone else, just this massive explosion. And then you hear a secondary noise as the bullet pinks off of a wall.
Ricochet.
And that's your shot.
Splashes into the sewer water.
It
Yeah.
gets Reggie really wet, and he starts having PTSD flashbacks.
Leave
God.
my brother alone. He's hydrophobic.
Get the water off me. Oh, no. And yeah, you go back to start reloading the gun. Anything else you want to do here?
Banabin just kind of curses under her breath. Sovereign. Oh.
Perfect. You got
Son of a sovereign host.
you got Dom next to you and is like, did you miss too? Yeah, I feel that.
Shut up.
Banabin almost like tries to do a snide comment, but then the fact that Dom's also like, I feel that, it's kind of like a, oh, he's not making fun of me.
Yeah.
So she goes, yeah.
Oh. Perfect. So you and Dom are just back there behind the corner, reloading your various instruments. And we'll head on over to Kira. You're up next.
Okay. So with my kunai, it says
Yes.
it has a range of 20.
Yes.
Does that mean that I can't use them if I'm like right next to? Because what I want to do is, being that I have it's like a, what is it, like swashbuck? What is it called when you can dual wield? A dual wielding?
Yeah, it's just dual wielding. Yeah.
I would like to dual wield and attack 2 different guys.
Yeah, you're good to go. So it's the kunai are just reflavored daggers.
Yeah.
So you can stab with them like regular daggers.
Okay.
It's only if you want to throw them that it would be a disadvantage if you're right next to them. But if you just want to take a couple stabs, we could flavor.
I want a little stabby stab.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and start stabbing on in.
Okay. So I feel like this isn't as powerful as my great axe, but I think that
More attacks could be better.
more attacks with less damage. So that's a 15 to hit.
Excellent. Which one are you attacking?
The one,
The one that's been damaged already, or
Damaged.
one of the other? The one that's been damaged. Perfect.
Yeah.
Go for the roll there, the damage roll. Hit.
That's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage. Perfect. Yeah, you the one that's been damaged, you said, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Awesome. Yep, that's plenty. You go ahead and kill that thing. Do you want to describe that real quick?
I wanna.
I can describe it if it's too gross. Don't worry, my description will be more gross than yours.
I'm like peeling a potato, but the potato's a mashed potato with my kunai, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Perfect. Yeah, you slash down, it like peels off flesh, and you expect
Mush comes out.
you're like expecting like a hard potato, but it like goes. It's way too easy to.
You've
stab
been boiling
this
this
thing with your
potato for like 20 minutes.
I'm gonna start throwing up violently on this table.
We gotta put some trigger warning at the beginning of this. Trigger warning: mashed potatoes.
And then yeah, if you want to do your bonus action with your offhand attack,
It's gonna be 18 plus
Trigger warning,
5
mashed
is
potatoes
23 to
so
hit.
unhinged.
23 to hit on a rat.
perfect. Yep, that definitely is.
Are you sure it hits?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage. Remember that you don't get to add your bonus to that, just the rage bonus.
Yeah. 4.
4. Cool. Great. So you stab into this first one that's already been hit. Second one you strike into and do a bit of damage. You stab it in its eye, and it just kind of bursts as you do. And you pull it back out, and you've missed the brain somehow, and it goes back to start gnawing at you.
Like a popping boba bubble.
Yes, yes, that's exactly what it
You
is.
guys don't, audience, you guys can't see Dez's face right now, but it is.
They're so gross for fun. They're
Everything we
gross
do-
because they know that it upsets me.
Cool. All right, so we're
Boba
over
bubble.
to. We do this all for you, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. All right, it's Reggie's turn. He'll go ahead
This
and
guy.
sprint on
Let's
in
go,
here.
Regram. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, he's gonna strike the one that you just stabbed, Kira, and he got a. Oh my God, he hit something. 15
Let's
to hit.
go.
Wow.
He's using his war pick, this massive like hammer with a spiked end.
Minecraft pickaxe.
And he got 10 damage. Look at him go. Look, when he can
Yo.
hit things, he can hit things. He just has to hit them.
Let's
He
go,
just has
baby.
to hit them after I hit them and almost take them down,
Exactly.
and then attack them while they're down.
Yeah, you stab this thing in the eye, popped its boba ball eye, and as you're trying to wrench this knife back out, he comes over and just stabs it in the head with this war pick. The other eye bursts out of its socket, and it collapses down dead on the ground. 2 rats left.
Does it get on my outfit?
We can roll a luck check on that if you'd like.
Yeah.
Do you want it on your outfit or not?
No.
Definitely don't. All right, so if it's a low number,
I want dirt on my outfit. I don't want boba juice.
got it. I rolled an 11, which is the minimum to not get it on you. So far, so good. We'll see what happens for the rest of the fight now that we've introduced this. Haha. So it is now the rat's turn.
The rats.
We got 2 rats left.
It's gonna be a rat.
I think I think both of them are gonna keep attacking Kira
Because I'm so sexy.
because you're so sexy. They're like, we want a piece of that, and
Yuck.
they come on in to start striking. So,
why are you so obsessed with me?
It's just rabies
Stop.
is more transmittable
I'm
to a critter.
blushing.
we got a 15 to hit for the first one,
That hits.
and a 13 to hit.
No.
No? All right, so 1 hit. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw for me, if you don't mind.
I do mind. Every day I mind. That's a 7.
7? Nice. Cool. So you get this bite in you, and you don't notice anything yet, but you still feel that same sensation of like.
Why am I so hot and tingly?
You just, exactly.
What are these rats doing to
You
me?
immediately
Am I
start
attracted to these rats?
You become a rat.
immediately start getting feverish. And
gosh.
take 3 damage. That is already halved for the bite itself.
How you looking?
I'm on death's door.
Are you really?
No.
Yeah, I was like, no fucking way.
Cool. So that's both of the rats. It's Dom's turn. He's going to take another shot with his crossbow, and he's definitely going to hit this time. He rolled a nat 1.
Gentleman.
So
I see where Reggie gets it from.
so he's going to turn back around and head back down that way.
Does
That's
this man not
Dom.
have any other weapon?
Nothing that he wants to use right now.
He just doesn't want to get bit. The pansy.
Who's to say? It's now Maeve's turn.
Cool beans.
2 rats left.
2 unhit rats.
2. Yep, completely. unhit
Let's
rats.
go. All right. Let me see if I want to do something cool. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything cool because I don't want to. That went out of my tray. It doesn't count.
All right.
Oof, it should have. Never mind. I do nothing. I stand there and I say, "Hit me instead."
Got it. Perfect. Do you want to make an intimidation check to
Yeah,
try
why
and get him to pay attention to you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
As you miss that.
Yeah.
Hit me instead, bitch.
Hit me.
Intimidation, you said?
Yes. Yeah, this would be intimidation.
Baby, one more time.
7.
7? All right, fantastic. We'll see what happens when
I'm
it's
rolling so bad.
Cool. That's Maeve's turn. We'll
It's
jump
time
on
for
over
some
to
digital rolls,
Banabin.
gamers.
All right. Banabin is, and you said there are 2 more left?
There are 2 left. Yep.
You want some
Okay.
dice?
Nope, I'm digital rolling for the rest of the session.
Banabin is going to take her pistol again.
Oh, God.
Let's go, Ban.
And she's going to aim at the one she can see the most
Mm-hmm.
and shoot.
Perfect. Go for it.
14?
That hits. Yes! Yay! She hit something.
Let's
hit
go,
something.
Babs.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
5.
Nice.
5 piercing.
Critical hit.
Perfect.
Better
Cool.
than 0 piercing.
Great. You fire across. It strikes one of these disease rats in the side. The bullet goes all the way through the other side. The exit wound on the other side is explosive. Just makes this massive hole in the side of this thing. Blood and gut splatters all over the wall behind it. It's quite gross, but it is still alive. So it starts limping back into battle after getting hit by this bullet.
Disgusting.
Anything else you want to do here?
No.
All right, sounds good.
I just go back behind and hang
Yeah.
out. Dom and I are just hanging out.
Yeah, Dom's like, hey, nice job, and he gives you a high five. And then we'll jump over
He's
to
more
Kira.
supportive than he's ever been to me.
I attack.
Go for it.
11 to hit.
11 hits. Go. No, wait. Hang on. Does it? It misses. I was expecting you to hit. Were you
I'm
doing
too
the...
busy checking my outfit to see if any of that blood and gut splatter hit my outfit.
Yep. You take a quick
Oh.
strike with that kunai and miss.
13 to hit.
13 hits this time. Perfect.
That's what I thought. Okay.
All right. Go and roll that damage. This is the offhand attack.
Yep. 5 damage.
5 damage.
And that's on the one that's already hurt, if there's one?
Yes. The one that just got shot.
Wait, I thought that one died.
No, it didn't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was still living.
Hardcore.
You see this thing like get hit, half of it explodes against the wall, and you start turning to face the other one because you're like, that one's clearly dead. And then you turn and face it and see that it's like limping across the ground towards you. So you're basically putting it out of its misery by just stabbing it right in the head. Cool. That's Kira. There's one left currently, and Reggie's going straight after that one. Gets out his war pick, two-handed over his head, strikes down, gets a 23 to hit,
Let's
oh my
go.
god, redemption arc.
and he rolled 8 damage, which means he strikes right down into this thing, chops it in half, which is hard to do with a blunt instrument, but with these guys, they're quite soft, so they just kind of split apart, blood and intestines across the ground as it dies in front of you.
Stinky.
And we are now out of combat. You see Dom pokes around the corner to take another shot and sees that everything's taken care of, and he's like, hey, good work, guys. And it puts the crossbow on his back, heads on back over to the group. Well, that wasn't so bad. See, I knew we could take care
I
of it.
start hissing.
Whoa. Hey, all good? You're alive? We're fine? Good to go.
Yeah, we're alive because of the people that went into battle and not the people that only shot one thing. Not including you, Banabin. You did your best.
I mean, I didn't hit, and I
You
didn't
hit something this time that was the best.
I
So
did.
proud of you. But,
I did.
I mean, I'm not proud of you. I think that's kind of cool, you know.
I'm not proud, actually. I changed my mind.
I mean, if all shows, I'm proud of me because I was afraid I was going to hit one of y'all.
Yeah, good jobs, Babs. Very good jobs.
Cool. So, great. So you guys carry on. Bannerman
Yeah.
taking the lead, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but Banabin is also going to just quickly tinker one final rock.
Oh, gotcha.
And because now they're at the T. We're all at the T, right?
Yep.
And she is going to ready an action after she does the survival check. Okay.
Can I check to see what they were munching on?
Well, there were much. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I forgot
I'd
about
like to
that.
see what got them munching.
We'll hear this survival check and then we'll work on that.
17.
Fantastic. You immediately pick up on the trail and you know where to start heading for the next bout.
Wonderful
So
job.
the thing that they're munching on was a dead body. You noticed at first because you turned to find out what they were. It's pretty unrecognizable now. It's mostly it's a lot of bones and bits of flesh hanging off of it because these rats have been going at it for a while.
Does it look human?
If you want to make a medicine check for me real quick, that would be great.
A medicine.
Yeah.
Can I do one?
Yeah, anyone who wants to can make a medicine check.
Banabin is going to...
15. Sorry.
Oh, all good. I was just going to say Banabin is going to take the final rock that she illuminated and chuck it in the in the opposite direction that we're going in,
Okay.
just to make sure nothing is following.
Got it. Cool. Yep, sounds good. So you chuck that to kind of make it seem like you guys are going that way. What do we got on our medicine checks?
15.
Nice.
3.
Very nice. 15. You can't really tell who it is, but you can tell that it's based on the size of the bones and stature. It's a dwarven body. But you don't know much. You can't really figure out much more than that. And you can tell that it died down here, was munched on specifically by lots of rats.
Is it recent?
15 minutes to check. Yeah, it's good enough to know that it's
It's not
yes.
stinking real bad.
No. Like it's been torn to shreds, the body, but recently. It's not like decaying yet.
That makes me sad.
Yeah.
I don't like when my people die. I'm so upset.
All right, anything else here?
Yeah, can we just do like a perception just to see around, notice anything that might need to be noticed?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Eyes
anyone who
moving?
wants to can make a perception check for me.
My perception's really bad.
Mine too.
Nat 20.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got an 11.
Great. I think the nat 20 does
17.
it. 17's good too. Nat 20. You see what wasn't noticed before, but on one of the fingers of the dwarf there, you see a signet ring, which it's like a ring that specifically has a marking on it of a house, like a dwarven house.
First, do I know the house? And 2, I take the ring.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, you recognize the house. It's part of the Bloodkith. Bloodkith
What if we
clan.
kissed?
What if we kissed in the sewers? Okay.
Sorry, Darren.
You're good. What do we get? The Bloodkith clan is a. Well, now I got to change that last name, don't I?
Yeah.
I can't just stick with it.
I can't be blood kiss.
Well, too late. It's
What
already
if we
out there.
kiss in the blood? You're such a weenie. You know what? I like when you get the giggles. More giggles, please.
I mean, I think I should change the last name.
No, I
right?
think you gotta keep it.
But every time
Every time we
I
hear
say
it, it's gonna be a
Should we
fit of
not-
laughter.
One and done. You can't bring them up ever again.
Why do I
Alright.
feel like you're gonna change it to like an acronym?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
BK clan.
No.
Anyway, so
Gotta be blood kiss.
this clan, this family, is one of the wealthier members of the dwarven of Little Duthier. So your family is pretty close to theirs. You again, this body is beyond recognition.
Yeah.
But this is a notice of whose family this body is from.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pocket the ring. I'm not gonna like keep it. I'm planning on bringing it to them.
Okay,
But yeah, I'll keep that.
sounds good.
And then, yeah, I was gonna do more, but I forgot. So
Sounds like a plan.
the laughing fit distracted me.
Cool. All right, so you guys carry on. You've already been going about a half an hour. We go another. Hello, everyone. Darren from the future here. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. We recorded for an entire over 3 hours, I believe. So we decided to split this episode up into 2 parts. So second part of our sewer adventure will be in 2 weeks. You can follow us on our socials. We're at Halfcasters everywhere except for Instagram, where we're at Halfcasters Show. And also feel free to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/halfcasters. Over there, you can check out our after show as well as some behind the scenes content as we post it. And as always, thank you so much for the support, everyone. We'll see you next time.